Hello guys, Life's a Game back again, once again with another video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Just coming to you guys again with another video because I have like a key idea right now. It's come to mind, and I think it's going to play key testament to the Division 2, the Brooklyn DLC specifically. But I feel it's going to play key testament to the Division 2 new DLC coming up, and Division 3 also in addition to that. I just feel that that's something it's a good idea, and I just feel it's something that I feel like a lot of players haven't really pondered on. I don't think they've thought about this too much. They might have, but there's a certain way it could be presented in, and I just feel that that way can it's key. It could be very key to the division's success moving forward, as far as being able to have more things to do via like endgame. So I hope you guys are doing well. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. I enjoy you guys showing up. I enjoy the conversations. I know it's a little like slow on the Division 2 right now. There's not much to do, but we're just keeping it here. We're trying to do our best just to continue to present the devs with some ideas that hopefully they come across these videos and they can, listen to these things and just, maybe get like an idea and see something from this and maybe be able to implement some of these things in. So I think this idea is definitely something fresh and is something that can definitely and will benefit. And I think a lot of you all will really, really love this idea. As far as what I'm going to present moving forward here. So just hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's go ahead and get into it. So what I was thinking right now, guys, like you see how the Division 2, like how you have a gear set, right? Like the divisions always had gear sets. So and when you have certain gear sets, you put them all together, it becomes like a gear. You get the full complete gear set. You get all the perks of the gear set. So here's the thing, guys, with that, and I know all of us have maxed our builds out. We've done like a lot of things, as far as expertise and whatnot. I know I haven't. I'm not that high expertise, obviously, but for those of you that have maxed your expertise all the way out and whatever and whatnot, it's like you might be thinking, how else can you maximize on your build? Like, it might not be as powerful as you want it to be. There might be more areas where you're thinking, man, what could I do? If only I could move faster, if there was only just more of a way for me to have more movement speed or something like that. I just feel that there's more ways that they could do that in. Like, they could touch on with that. And that's exactly where I'm going to touch on, where the apparel comes in. So we do know that this game offers some awesome apparel choices. Like, they have so many different outfits. Like, you're seeing the outfit my character has on. It's a cool outfit. You guys can have like so many different outfits. You could put so many different things together. You could wear anything with anything, more or less. So it's always cool. But the thing with that is, outside of just having your own personal interest in it, it doesn't do anything for the builds. It does nothing like for the builds. There's nothing at all. Like, you could be wearing a whole clunky like armor suit and you could still move the same speed. So where I'm going here, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get into it fully here. Where I'm going right now is that, say like for instance, they actually allowed what apparel you're making apply like to your character in some way. So you see my character here, like how I'm wearing really light apparel, the shorts, the jacket, little tank top, little jean jacket. Suppose like because of that, I now have more movement speed. I have 5% movement speed now, or like 10% movement speed, or something like more. I could move like a lot faster because I'm much lighter. Despite my build and whatnot, I could just move like much lighter because of what I'm wearing. Like, suppose like they actually allowed your apparel to have some merit on your build. Like, suppose the ones that want an extreme ultimate tank build, suppose like to get that extra 50% damage resistance or 50% explosive damage resistance or something, if they wore like, say, an all tanked out black tusk armor outfit, like the ones that look the heavy ones that usually the heavies wear and stuff, like you have those different outfits on that you can wear and your character looks kind of clunky, if you had that on. I'm like, just for that reason, you should have extra defensive capability, although maybe your movement is restricted. You probably can't move as fast wearing that. I feel that they should do that. That would highly help out with the as far as having those apparels apply to your gear. And I mean that in the sense of like, say like, like how usually with the gear sets you have to have 5 pieces to maximize it out. It's the same thing with the apparel. If you look at the apparel, is for some of you that might not be aware, you'll find that you'll also see that if you have 5 like sets of the apparel, meaning 5 pieces, of the apparel to make the set. If you have the hat, the gloves, the shirt, the shoes, whatever else they're asking you to wear. I don't know if there's gloves. I bet on that, but I'm saying the shirt, shoes, hat, everything else like to go with it, you get like you get the entire gear set. You get like the entire apparel gear set, and I feel by with them doing that, what they should do, maximizing on that, they should respectively they should allow, after you get the full pieces of it, like a full 5 pieces of that, they should let it say, oh well, if you have like 5 pieces of like the full say Black Tusk armor outfit, as I was saying, you get that 50% damage resistance. But if you're only wearing 4, it would be say like 10%, like if you're wearing 4, not 10%. If it's 50% with 5, like with 4, say like 40%. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't, like, for you to have the full effect of it, it would have to be all the pieces. Like the same way with gear sets. If you only have or skill tiers for that instance, and gear sets. Like if you only have, it works with skill tiers and gear sets. If you only have 2 of an item or something, or 2 pieces of a gear set, or 2 skill tiers, the skill can only hurt a certain like percentage, because you only have 2 skill tiers equipped. You're only skill tier level 2. Whereas the same thing with gear sets, you only have 2 pieces of a certain gear set. You're only going to get 2 extra perks of that gear set. You have to have a full gear set as opposed to full skill set, which is why I maximize full skills on each build. But you can mix it all in. But if you can have a 6 skill, it's like better. So when you can maximize on it, it's always better. So I'm saying, why don't they do that with apparel? Why not do that? Be like, if I'm wearing a lighter outfit like this and I match it out, I get 15% movement speed. So although I can move a lot faster, maybe I'll still take damage the same way because I'm just moving faster. I have no additional perks. Whereas if you have an armor suit or something like that, you'll get 50% more damage resistance, so you can stand in areas you usually wouldn't be able to without it. So it just would, I feel like that with this, it would just allow players to hunt these apparel clothing items to ensure like a cream of the crop, cherry on top build. Like cream of the crop, meaning cherry on top, of course, like top of the top, like that's you're maxing your build out more or less. So it's like to the pinnacle of it all the way down to like what you're wearing. So I feel like you could do that. At the same time, you definitely do not miss out on what your character is wearing. You don't have to change what your character is wearing. Everybody has their own preference. Your character can keep their same outfit look, in the sense that you can always change the items apparel gear appearance. You can always do that. And I feel the devs, by them having that available, they can big time take advantage of that stuff. Whereas people will definitely be hunting after these clothing items and having a reason to get them, guys, because honestly, I have to tell you honest. I have to be honest here, as I always will be on my channel, as honest as my play, as I show you guys during legendary missions. I did not have any interest in the apparel clothing, as far as just how my character maybe might look in certain instances. But apart from that, it wasn't, once I found a key outfit, I kind of just stuck with that, and it was what it was. I mean, I did change here and there, but I don't think it was anything big because it didn't offer anything unique to the build or anything. But I feel in this sense, if it did offer something unique to the build, I feel not only myself, I feel a lot of people would have interest in getting these outfits just for the ability they have. Say that sniper build that you want, that extra maybe 2% crit, or extra 2% damage, 5% damage on enemies. Somebody that loves sniper builds will go and hunt that 5 pieces of that apparel gear set to have that extra 5% to get that extra edge on enemies, and nobody's to blame. You can't really get mad because it's all that would be doing is people are just farming these things, getting them, and they're reaping the benefits of their time playing the game. The devs want you playing the game. They could put this stuff into the game, have people farm it. It'll be a reason for them to farm it. Once they get it, people ask, man, how do you have that extra 5% movement speed? How do you have that extra 15% explosive damage? Oh, I have the whole apparel gear set, the Chunga gear set, or something they could add. I'm wearing this, so when you have that, you have explosive damage. You could add on to your build, and you can only get that by having that 15% extra explosive damage by having that Chunga gear set. You have to look like you have the Chunga gear set. Once again, no, you can keep your same apparel, but the fact you have all 5 of them, the game will register that you have that gear set, and I could still look like this and be wearing it and still have my gear that you're seeing here in my outfit. So I think that's something that they need to maximize, and that would have players go oh, okay, so if I have that entire 5 apparel thing as opposed to gear set, so it's outside of gear now, if I have that, I could add 15% explosive damage to add to my already highly explosive build. That would help out highly. That would help me be able to possibly maybe solo something that you've been having trouble with. Just help players out in general as a whole, as a community as a whole. I feel that it would just be reason for people to farm these apparel events. Please comment in the comment section below if you guys agree with me or not. Please let me know if this is something, if they did this, that would add to that. In addition to that, guys, I totally also want to touch on considering we've been talking about the apparel gear and how the apparel, the hat, and the shoes and all that should affect the outcome of your build. It should like literally be able to add like more stuff like to the build and everything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and touch on the other things, the backpack trophies that they give you in this, and a lot of people find those a lot of times useless outside of what the task is for that you got it. Like say if it was a grand task, say it's like brand new in the game, they come out with new content in Brooklyn DLC, maybe they come out with a new legendary, whoever beats that first gets this tag. It'll have relevance then, but once everybody gets it, it kind of goes out, right? There's no reason to have it anymore, right? Okay, so in this case, they could bring relevance back to those. Like say like for instance, whatever backpack like trophy you're wearing or little tag you have on, that's what you can apply to the enemy. Like you can apply that to him. So you see how I'm wearing this little snowflake one? You probably can't see it right here on the back. You probably can't see the snowflake one on the back of my character, but I have like a little like ice, little like snowflake like on it. And like I feel like if I had that, like if they were to just say because you have that 5% ice damage, you know, and since there's no ice exotic, I guess since they haven't done that, they could add little ice like effects through that just from you wearing that tag. And they could also, like in this case, I'm not saying add everything to like the current tags. They could add like they could make new trophies, backpack trophies, and put these perks on them and then put them in areas to get them. Like maybe one of them dropped during the incursion run, one of them dropped during raids. They could put them in different areas that people will go out and farm these tags, or you have to do items. You have to do something every week for a certain amount of time to get them. I just feel that they should do that, and then that way you'll be able to get those. You get a flame one. After the 5th kill, enemies within 5 meters of you or your team burn. You know, like little tiny little perks like that. People would go out and seek these various backpack trophies because they would know there's little perks, tiny perks that come with them. There could be that, and then there's other ones. I'm not saying it has to be giant. That's why I haven't said 10% anything, you know, just 5%. If it's anything else, there could be like a rare one that you can get, like a rare one that you have to play a lot to get. However, if you can get it, it's a 1% exotic increase. So it's like, that's huge, like considering like how exotics drop, you having a whole 1% chance increase, that would be big. So like say for instance, and they can work it anywhere. Say you go to a raid, say it's like 2% chance drop for like something, an eagle bearer or whatever it might be. Say now you have a 3% chance because you have that special backpack trophy and you farm for it and you did what very other little players did, and you have that, and that's your perk. That's the devs rewarding you, saying thank you for playing our game. We're gonna give you this now. Now you can have this. You did this hard content. You kept grinding. You're a true agent. Okay, now you have that extra 1% chance of getting that. That could be the difference for a lot of you of getting that St. Elmo's, Ouroboros, Ninja Bike backpack, Memento, Regulus, Liberty, Mosquito, whatever it might be, whatever that exotic is you're looking for, Shock Puncher, whichever one, you know, like you want to just you want to, like, I feel like it could help out, like you having 1% chance like increase and going to the incursions, like, you know, they have a 1% chance for the Ouroboros, so now you'll have a 2% if you had that very rare, highly sought after backpack trophy. So people would be looking, I feel like now people would be literally grinding and looking for those things because there'd be actually an actual reason, not like a pay to win, like, oh, I'm better than you, like in that sense, like reason, like it would give you that reason to grind for them. Like people could look at it and say it's pay to win. That's what I meant by that. I probably worded that wrong, but I meant like people getting an exotic or having that extra time, they would just say, no, these people are have this because they're playing the game. You can't buy that. There's no way, they should not offer a way at all for you to buy them. It just should be through you playing the game. If you can play the game, do the tasks they're asking you to do in the way they're asking it, these backpack trophies will be presented to you. And I just feel that would be a key way for them to do that, considering the backpack trophies would have things such as, you know, extra resources. Maybe when you're wearing it, you get 5% extra resources. So if a resource convoy or something, you open up a cache and it's giving you 30, like the little resources you need to make stuff. It's going to give you 60. It's going to double it now because you're wearing the little backpack trophy. You see, I mean, like just little things like that. I feel like that would be huge, and I feel like a lot of players would definitely consider going after those things, as opposed to also the apparel gear having 5 sets, also offering different various perks such as 5% speed, 50% or 40%, 30% damage resistance, 5% flame radius, just different little things like just that will help out, like say with a flame build, and different builds you have depending on just the different builds you're playing with. I was just using the flame build as an example, but I feel like this would just give the community reason to actually search after these things, would just add just another perk to the game, and it would just make it just that much better. That by playing more and actually seeking out these backpack trophies, you will get these various small perks that could be very huge on key elite builds. And I just feel like this would be something big. Like somebody would be definitely going for that clothes set, that whole clothes gear set, apparel set for 5 that offers that extra 5% damage when they've maxed out everything, 5 to 7% or even 10% extra damage just by having that entire apparel gear, which by the way, they can make, some of them like tough, to get. You can't get them just easy, obviously. But once you have all of them and you've opened up, I think that people would just, have a reason to farm them. And I keep saying that is because I have 99 plus apparel, like caches that I have not opened. And it's like, I just have no reason to open them. I don't care to open them. I've gotten like, a lot of like matching ones, as I'll be showing you in a second this video. But the thing is like I just haven't had any reason to open them because I'm like, they don't offer me anything as far as outside of just the look of my character. They're not gonna give my build any type of win or anything like that. So I don't have any reason to seek them out, to look at them, know the names of them, know which one does what. I think like a lot of people, and correct me if I'm wrong, have no idea what the names of the apparel sets are, because they now also have names such as the I'm going to show you here in a second. That just such as the gear sets, they have names, but the reason why nobody knows is because they don't mean anything. They don't do anything. But once that one's known for speed, this one's known for armor, this one's known for an extra regen boost on some of those shield builds, people will start to know these apparel set names, and they'll know what they do and what they mean. And that's what I mean. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, let me see right here. So yeah, the Ninja Bike backpack I have, I'm kind of just going over, looking at that, and like just the perks of that it offers. You see, like you're seeing I'm only 3% expertise there on it. That's horrible, of course, but I've never really needed that much higher expertise to beat a legendary content and harder content, so it's funny. But I'm just going ahead and going into my thing right now, my apparel. You're seeing right here, you see the shirt I have, you see the Agent Colon jacket here, you see I have 3 out of 5 of those gear pieces. And then you're seeing Agent Garcia jacket, see 6 out of 6. I'm kind of just going around showing you guys these things. They could add little things to this. Like you see this one grunge vest, I only have 1 of 4. So say if this offered like speed at like, say you get 50%, 40% speed overall, I'd have like 10% extra speed. Well, let's not say 10%, but you guys know what I mean. Like say 2% extra speed I'd have. But once I get all of them, it would equate to like 5% extra speed. That's what I mean, like just little things like that. Like, this is the Agent Garcia jacket. Say if I had all this one, it gives me extra sniping damage because I have 6 out of 6 now. Now I get that extra 12%. Like, suppose they did this. I'm just saying, guys, suppose they did this and everybody would know the Agent Garcia set for being that set that helps snipers. This would add huge validity, huge key, more like want to the apparel sets. I know they would, in addition to the backpack trophy. See, you see the little backpack trophy there now. You're seeing my little snowflake on the back there. Yeah, that's what I mean. And that could add the little ice effect, like 5% ice damage, say. They could just do these little things. I feel like that would help out highly, especially considering the Brooklyn DLC that's just around the corner. If they could implement some of these things into it, it would be huge. It would change the game. People would be like, okay, I'm definitely getting to see what the Division 3 could be now. We're starting to really see that now, because I could definitely see how they can incorporate what you're wearing into the Division 3 as far as how you move and everything and whatnot. This would just be a head start on that, and just to be able to see what players thought about it. If at worst, I mean, it's like Division 2 can't go any lower right now. It's a great game and it hasn't gone that low, but as you're seeing, there's a lot they can do. The Havana sneakers, Say those offered me like, more just movement speed. As I said before, it's just another version of movement speed. And because I have 3 out of 5 of this Asian colon shoes, I get like, say, it could be anything. It could just be regen to your build. It could be less shock damage. Just little things like that they could do with these. With you guys know what I mean with these apparel sets, as they do with gear sets, in order to help your team. That extra 15% shotgun damage, whatever it might be, that help you be able to perform extra damage in ways that other agents won't be able to if they don't farm that gear. So I just want to thank you guys for watching right now. Life's a game. Tell me what you think. Please post in the comment section below what you think about this, because I would really like to know that. I really, when I really start thinking about this game and it comes to mind, it really does come to mind. I just want to share my thoughts with you guys, and this is something else I'm going to start doing. I usually would keep these to myself, but I'm going to start just sharing these, letting the whole community know, because I feel it's beneficial to the community. So please tell me below what you think. Life's a game. I always got to get that selfie. You guys take care. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Hit that like and subscribe. Have a great day. Thank you.